Chapter 1. The Space He Left. The choice had already been made. The lightsaber no longer waited on a stone between possibilities. It rested with Grogu now, carried not as a weapon, but as a decision that could not be undone, even if its meaning had not yet fully revealed itself. There was no ceremony, no sense of arrival, only the slow realization that something familiar was no longer beside him. Din Djarin was gone. Not lost, not dead, simply absent in a way that felt sharper than either. A slight pause before we move forward. This channel is the attempt of two Star Wars fans to cultivate a community which discusses this beautiful saga in their own individual way. Please do consider joining along the journey by liking, commenting, and subscribing to our channel. Now back to the story. Grogu felt it immediately, not as pain, but as imbalance, a shift in the shape of the world that left too much space where something steady had once been. The Jedi Temple was quiet, expansive, and carefully ordered. Nothing lurked in its corridors, nothing hunted him. For the first time in his memory, safety did not require vigilance. And yet, something essential was missing. The Force moved freely here, unburdened by fear or urgency. It did not wrap around Grogu the way Din's presence once had. It did not ground him. Instead, it surrounded him evenly, impartially, as if expecting him to stand on his own. Grogu tried. He followed the routines placed before him. He learned the rhythms of the temple, the rise and fall of days, marked not by danger, but by instructions and stillness. Luke Skywalker watched with careful optimism. He believed that peace, given time, could become comfort. Grogu experienced it differently. Each quiet moment only made the absence clearer. Without Din, there was no singular presence anchoring the world to something specific and personal. The galaxy felt larger now and less defined. Grogu reached outward through the Force, instinctively, the way he always had when danger pressed too close. What he found was distance, not emptiness. Din was alive, moving, enduring somewhere beyond the temple, but separation vast enough to feel like silence. The connection was not severed, it was simply out of reach. Grogu did not cry. He had learned long ago that crying did not change outcomes. Instead, he carried the absence with him, allowing it to settle into the spaces between his thoughts, where it became a constant, quiet ache. Training continued. Grogu learned control. He learned focus. He learned how to still his mind even when his emotions pulled in directions the Jedi did not encourage him to follow. What he did not learn was how to replace what had been taken. The lightsaber felt heavy in his hands, not because of its weight, but because of what it represented. A commitment to a path that required distance, restraint, and the careful narrowing of attachment. Din had never asked that of him. At night, when the temple grew still, Grogu remained awake longer than he needed to. He listened to the vastness around him, measuring it against the memory of a single steady presence. Safety, he was discovering, could exist without warmth, and warmth, once known, did not fade simply because safety had been secured. Beneath his robes, hidden from view and unspoken, Grogu carried a small piece of protection that did not belong to the Jedi. A reminder that care could exist without rules and loyalty without conditions. Luke never asked about it. Some instincts told him not to. The Force around Grogu remained balanced but distant, like a wide landscape with no clear path through it. He had chosen the lightsaber. What he had not yet learned was how much space that choice had created, and how long he would have to live inside it.